Now, I lied to you guys, and I don't do this often, but when I do, it's for a good reason. I told you my final guess was Victoria, but it's actually Mr. Weber. Peter, welcome again to Bachelor Happy Hour. You're becoming a regular.
Yeah, what's going on? It's good to be here. Thanks for having me.
Can we have an honest talk?
I would love that.
I'm upset.
Why?
Because I was rooting for you.
Wait, what?
We were all rooting for you.
It's not over yet. What's wrong?
But this is why. I remember when we talked and I was like, man, Peter, out of anybody who since I've been watching, I want you to find your happiness and to find love. And this season has been frustrating for me to watch. So I can only imagine what it was like for you to be in it.
Yeah.
And I guess I just am frustrated. I'm frustrated for you. That's why I'm saying I'm upset. Okay. Because, at this point, I have no idea what decision that you made. And Chris tonight said, you don't even know what the decision is, which as a lawyer and being logical, I'm like, okay, so that means maybe this is this, and we can't figure it out. But watching this last episode and you being so honest and forthcoming about how you feel, about who you are, it was very frustrating for me to watch you put all yourself out there and then to get this tidbit of information at the very end. And I'm very curious as to how you felt about it.
Are you talking about with Victoria?
Talking about with Madison.
Oh, okay.
So maybe I should I guess I'm more so saying you have been very upfront and honest about what you're going through and how you feel, maybe even to a fault, but that's the beauty of you. Yeah. It's a gift and a curse. And for you to get this information at the very end, which I feel like doesn't allow you to fully have the right mindset as you're going into week 9, which is insanely important. And just to set the stage for everybody, week 9 is important, not because it's Fantasy Suite Week and that's what it's entitled. It's that it's the time that you get off camera to really get to know somebody with no one else around. Yeah. It is precious, precious time.
Yeah.
And your mind is all over the place for multiple reasons. And you're trying to be sensitive to how everyone else is feeling. But at the same time, you need to kind of know everything. And you didn't until the very last second. So I'm really curious to know how you felt in that moment when you got that information that maybe you could have gotten, I don't know, week 1.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know realistically if that's a week 1 type conversation, but yes, in a perfect world, I definitely would have. I wish I could have known that sooner on, no doubt, because that made that week the hardest week of my life, and that was not easy at all. But I will say, I told all of the women from the very first night I remember the toast. I said, be real with me. Share whatever is on your heart. I don't care if you think I'm going to like it or not. Just, I need to know that, and you need to be able to express that to me. And that's all that Madison was doing in that moment. Yes, I would have loved for her to have done it way sooner. I would have. But I can't fault her. And if I do, I'm only a hypocrite of her sharing what was on her heart. And she did it in there was no easy way for her to do that. And I remember that conversation like it was yesterday. It was tough for her and she was struggling and she didn't want it to come off like she was telling me what I had to do, but she was simply telling me where it would put her if I made certain decisions. And that I have to respect and I can't fault her for.
You talked about her when she shared that information with you about the ultimatum.
Yeah.
I don't want to say ultimatum, but you didn't feel like she was giving you an ultimatum, but she was sharing what was on her heart in that moment in the hangar when it was down to the final 3. Do you ask yourself the question, why didn't she also share that she was saving herself for marriage in that moment?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why she didn't decide to share that with me. I truly do, whether it's right or not, I feel like maybe that would have meant something to me.
I actually agree with you.
Knowing that information. Yeah.
I when we talk about it on the podcast, I make the argument that I think that information was vital to you to know what decisions you were going to make going into that week.
Yeah, you're right. And I obviously her and I, we have different viewpoints on that, and that's fine. We don't have to be alike in every single regard, but yeah, I wish she would have expressed that to me there, and I think it would have had a little bit more gravity there. And but what are you gonna do? She didn't.
Yeah. So tell me how it ends.
Well,
Peter,
it's crazy.
We're close now.
I know. Can you sniff it yet?
I have personally asked to be placed next to Barb at the finale.
At the finale?
I thought she was going to be here at Women Tell All. She was not.
Yeah, a couple of her friends were honey bears back in the day.
Oh, really?
I got to say hi to them. Yeah.
So what happens? Am I going to be mad?
You be mad?
I'm upset because I want
can tell.
whatever happens. I'm like passionate.
Yeah.
So it's not an upset like I'm angry.
No, you want the best
Like
for me.
I like you.
Yeah.
You know?
I like you.
And I want it to work for you, and I want you to be. I mean, you can be happy even if you choose yourself at the end of this. But
Right.
I just like when I see what's happening towards the end. I entitled our I keep saying entitled. I titled our podcast for last week, "Can Peter catch a break?" It was the subtitle.
It
Can we
doesn't-
just give him 1 week off?
The answer is no. The
Oh
answer is no.
God, Peter.
And I say, I've said it a million times. Things happen until the last second, and
Apparently they still are.
we'll see about that. But yeah, it was just very difficult for me in a lot of ways. And yeah, the whole stuff with the Fantasy Suite week, and that set the tone for a lot of stuff. It was super tough, but I really can say, like, right now where I'm at, I am happy and I am in a good spot. And
So I'm not going to be mad at the finale. Is that what you're telling me? Am I going to be mad?
at this point, everyone has so many opinions and you can't please everyone is what I'm learning. So I don't know.
But we're talking about me. We're worried about me.
Okay.
Big
yes.
sis here.
Big sis. You know, I think I can sense, some overprotective tendencies here, which I appreciate. And I love that. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Listen, I know you want the best for me, and I'm in a good spot. So I think that'll be good.
I can hold on to that, okay?
Yeah.
That'll get me through till the finale.
Yeah.
Come
You're
see
not
me.
gonna be
Come
mad.
see me though after that though.
Okay, I will. And you're not. What I will say is, you're not going to you're not gonna be mad about me not following my heart and doing what I needed to do, for sure.
No, I won't. I won't be mad at you for following your heart. But
Yeah.
we'll just but we'll put a pin in it there.
Okay.
Now, what I will say about tonight though, what was really refreshing was how nice the women were.
Right.
Were you shocked?
Yes, I was.
Why?
Well, because I had never been in a room with that many exes until then. I walk out and I had a lot of nerves coming into it. I just didn't know how they'd kind of receive me. It's always weird when you end a relationship and that's the first time you see them. But no, I felt the love like crazy from them, and just really sweet, kind words of encouragement. That was really special and beautiful to me. And I thought that was awesome.
I'll say it was awesome too, because the women we just know didn't really get along and there seemed to be so much cattiness, but they all could agree you were the common denominator of what was good about the season for them. So I thought that was special. Like, people can call you indecisive.
Right.
I've said it myself.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, whatever you did with them because of the way they reacted tonight, you did it right.
Yeah. And that means a lot. Those words mean a lot. I truly tried my best to really, as much as I could, give each relationship my full attention when I was with those women. And, seeing that they saw that as well and expressed that to me, that meant a lot. And I could feel good about that.
Well, I really want to keep asking you questions, but you're not giving me what I want, because I want you to tell me how it ends.
That's all you want.
And I just really thought we were on a different level, Peter. I've been invited to come over to the family dinner.
Yeah, we're on a podcast, so don't ask me when we're on a podcast.
Well, no, nobody's here. What are you talking about? No, but you do seem happy. And I always wish the best for you. And I guess I'll just have to wait till next week, like everybody else.
It's okay. This truly might be the first kind of unspoiled in a while. So you know what?
It already is.
Well, I hope they enjoy it, and I'm sure there'll be no shortage of opinions, just like the rest of this journey. But it's something that I'll always remember and very grateful for.
Well, at the end of the day, I know you will handle it well, like you always do.
Thank you.
All
Thanks
right.
a lot, big
Thanks
sis.
for being here.
Love you.
Love you.